Okay, welcome everyone. I'd like to call the meeting of the Senate County Commissioners to order. Today is Thursday, April 11th, 2024, and we begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Bow our heads just for get our thoughts together. Thank God for putting us here, putting us in this country, United States, Ohio, Seneca County. We ask that you look over this meeting and provide some guidance and grace as we make decisions affecting the county. Amen. Amen. Roll call.
Commissioner Paradiso?
I am finally here.
Commissioner Schuff?
Here.
Commissioner Frankert?
Here. Great. At this time then, I'll accept the motion to approve the digital audio recording of last week's meeting, April 4th, 2024. So move. Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
I'll abstain. Okay, we'll start at 10 o'clock with our bid opening. Barb, our county administrator, handles this. Please sign in. Everyone in the room present. And this is for pavement marking. And I'll turn it over to you, Barb.
Okay, so it looks like I have two bids. The engineer's estimate is $61,855.
How many bids we get?
Two.
Two, I missed one. Okay. There needs to be This should be good.
Testing, one,
New
two.
year, New Year's, it's crazy. Where's my glasses? Come on, Shirley, if you ask, we'll be set then.
Okay, so the first one is from Griffith Pavement Striping. And their bid is $47,154. Second one I have sorry, I gotta look for one particular document in this. This is from American Roadway Logistics, and their bid is $51,454.20.
Okay.
Yes. So these will be recorded, and I will get them to the engineer's office, and then he'll make a decision on that.
Yep, turn them over to the engineer, then he'll contact you. Okay. You can sneak out if you want to. Thanks for coming. Next on the agenda, Marissa, you're so famous. I see you everywhere from nightly news to, but Bryce, you as well. Great job. I'm going to turn the program over to Commissioner Schuff, and we get to recognize you. I know many have, but we want to formally recognize you. So thanks for coming.
All right, so we have a proclamation here for the Elope at the Eclipse. Whereas the purpose of the Chamber of Commerce is to support and strengthen the local business community through advocacy, networking, and campaigning. When done well, that support benefits the community at large. And whereas the Seneca Regional Chamber of Commerce and Destination Seneca County, under the leadership of Bryce Riggs and Marissa Stevens, have developed into one of the most active and impactful local business support systems in the state of Ohio. Their tireless efforts and commitment to the county's business owners has created a strong foundation on which the local business community can thrive. And whereas the competency and hard work of Riggs, Stevens, and their staff created one of the most unique and impactful total solar eclipse events in Ohio, when they hosted the Elope at the Eclipse on April 8th. The event drew thousands of people to Seneca County, and whereas Elope at the Eclipse touched the lives of innumerable people, both locally and around the country, as couples traveled thousands of miles to marry in Tiffin under the eclipse. The event brought tremendous financial profit to many local businesses as a steady stream of customers flooded downtown during the days surrounding the eclipse. And whereas Elope at the Eclipse brought the world's eye to Tiffin, and prominent media outlets around the county interviewed Riggs and Stevens to highlight the event. The exposure Elope at the Eclipse brought Seneca County through national news stories, as well as one-on-one connections within the county will bring visitors and economic benefit to Seneca County for years to come. And whereas the Seneca County Commissioners wish to recognize Bryce Riggs and Marissa Stevens and the Chamber and Destination Seneca County staff for their hard work, sacrifice, creativity, and passion for their community. Thank you for shining a light on Seneca County when the state went dark on April 8th. In witness whereof, we, the Seneca County Board of Commissioners, have hereunto set our hand to this proclamation this 11th day of April 11th in the year of our Lord 2024. Commissioners Anthony Paradiso, Tyler Schuff, and Bill Franker.
Comments? Like to say anything for, we're going to have you up in a second, but.
The way I can reflect back on is that I remember I met with Tony for lunch at Buffalo Wild Wings about 4 years ago, and Tony's like, all right, it's where we want it to be, this is where we're at, this is where we need to be. You know, I think the biggest thing obviously takes a lot of collaboration across the entire county, from Fostoria through, to the city council. Mayor Dawn, for example, she helped a lot with the funding for last year to help us do something a little bit different and unique, and that's definitely what the Eclipse was. Plus the entire weekend, whether it was the 5K, the concert down the East Great Wall and Bees. I thank Dan Riney for his support of that as well. It was just a fun weekend. It was just so much fun to be here, and it topped off the local Eclipse, and just some of those memories and feelings, and post event with the emails we've received, Facebook comments from couples who traveled in the entire country to come here for it. We had folks from international. We had people come here from San Francisco and California and Idaho, and you name it, right? It was just cool. I think that's the biggest thing, is that obviously from a Visitors Bureau standpoint, we're trying to do things that are once in a lifetime impactful to not only our business community, but also will have really just something, a special mark on our county for years to come. And I think this was a good step in the right direction.
I think a lot of communities try to plan events and things like that, but you can try and take the framework of an example like the Elope at the Eclipse, or even the 5K or whatever it may be. But what makes it work so well here is our community, from our elected officials to the residents to people that just want to see Seneca County be successful. So we're so thankful for all the support we received, and are humbled by the recognition, but we're so excited to have so many people have ties to our community. And I told Sherry this when she spoke with us, is that there's two things that you can't teach, and that's heart and hard work. And I think Seneca County is a true testament to both those things that make us stronger than other communities.
Well said.
Hey, anything?
Yeah, I think that, you guys, knocked it out of the park, as I said many times. And I think as we look at for the whole county, our residents, we, no issues at all in the county. That's, to bring in, we didn't get what your anticipation, but we still had, quite a number of folks in the county and stuff on it. And, without any glitches and stuff at all with it, I think that, it shows that, we are a strong, unified county and stuff on that. And, again, that, I know by 6 o'clock Monday night, I think, Bryce is pretty well spent. So.
Bryce didn't apply sunscreen 4 times. I don't know what happened.
Like Tuesday morning, really early, I got some invite from you to a ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got up Tuesday and went right back to work, right?
Yeah, negotiated a deal. I said, if you give me the photo.
Oh, you preset it.
I edited the
That's
photos
what you
Monday
did.
night. I had to take part of one.
So you had that because you knew you were getting done.
We negotiated deals. You edit the photos, because that's the biggest thing. These couples really wanted something to take home. And the coolest thing, is on social media the next day, once we posted the photos, people start liking it, and there were all these people from all over the country. Then you start noticing their profile picture was now the wedding picture in Tiffin, Ohio, with the Justice sign in the background.
You had that all set.
Yeah, and I think one thing I should know is that I think a lot of communities kind of thought probably a year ago, hey, if we don't people are gonna come here no matter what. So if we don't do anything, we'll still be here. And I think that was probably a not a correct assessment of how things were at. So a lot of communities that didn't plan things or didn't have an event or something to draw people in, you know, they really didn't get the economic impact that they thought they might have received. And so I think it was huge. And I said there was one time throughout the day, I went to go get water, and I looked down through downtown Tiffin, and I saw 14 couples, and they were all in their Sunday best, they're wearing dresses on, and the one girl was walking into Kessler, the one girl was walking to Washington Street. She was walking to Washington Street outfitters, the other one was walking to this little boutique, and it was just so unique and different to see people like in their wedding dresses shopping downtown Tiffin on that Monday. And like, if you're just driving, I can only imagine if you're driving through Tiffin and you've never been here before and you don't know this event's taking place, you're like, why are all these people like in their wedding outfits? Basically. Yeah, exactly. So it was cool.
No, I just really appreciate your group's level of creativity and what you guys did. I mean, we get ideas pitched at us all the time, but if you don't put the legwork into it, and there's so much that happens behind the scenes, I mean, that's what gets these ideas propelled and where you guys were. So just thank you for having the idea. Thanks for pushing it to the level you did. It's very unique, and it got more PR than what I could have ever imagined. So that was impressive.
And it was really neat to see in all the posts that the people at Tiffin were so nice. These people were so nice. These people, and it's pretty neat to have that. So now, Marissa, you can plan for your wedding.
I know.
Finally, your turn.
Yeah.
June is coming around, so your mom's probably like, we gotta get moving.
Yeah. My whole family was like, you haven't like sent an invite yet. I don't know. At this point, I might just send an email or something.
Send a counter invite.
Yeah.
So we wish you all in that. Well, thank you. Thanks again, and come on up if you would for one last photo op. I know you're the most photographed pair in the state right now, but
I would say we didn't turn out an interview request. The hardest part was finding couples that weren't exhausted from interviews because they didn't realize what they were signing up for. What you guys are doing right there.
I'll put it in front of me because on that looks skinnier.
you're a rose between four thorns.
Thank you guys.
All right, one more.
Oh, of course.
22% sure.
Sure.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
We also have
Thank you guys.
we have 44 seniors in town from Lawrence. Every 7 days. So that's why, I give my community tour real quick and then drop them off right in there.
Oh, good, thanks for
Yeah.
popping in quick, guys, yeah, appreciate it.
Sneak out, we'll see you. Okay, you're welcome. Renee, you want to hear the good news? This is the best report we have for a long time. FEDC's here. You're up. Renee Smith,
No pressure.
No pressure, not at all. No.
CEO.
Well, good morning. I think everybody here knows who I am, but if not, I'm Renee Smith, President of Fostering Economic Development. Wanted to come in and give you one of our annual updates and kind of highlight some things from 2023 and then talk about some things we've got going on in 2024. If at any point you have questions, please interrupt me because I'm going to hit a lot of things and do it relatively quickly. So from an FEDC standpoint, 2023, it was a great year for Fostoria. We had over $100 million in capital investment. We had about 140 new jobs created, and through those projects, we retained about 1,600 existing jobs. You'll notice, and I think we're seeing this just about everywhere, new job creation numbers are going down. A lot more companies are investing in equipment, machinery and equipment, and automating just because the workforce is not there. And so that's a trend I think we're
More
going to.
efficient.
Yes, we're just going to continue to see that. We had projects like the spec building that the CIC put up in the industrial park. We finished that in 2023 and sold that in 2023. Manel Milling is using that to expand their operations in Fostoria. We had Ohio Logistics. They did a 150,000 square foot expansion of their property on Jones Road, which takes that property to almost 700,000 square feet. And they are talking about, consistently expanding that. There's just so much growth opportunity. Morgan Advanced Materials, Manel, Callie's, Charter Steel, all made substantial contributions last year. So we really appreciate their continued investment in our local economies. As far as the Learning Center and workforce development, the Learning Center itself, in 2023, we had over 2,800 individuals at the Learning Center. That's a 40% increase from 2022. So that upskill, uplift, and expose is really resonating just across the county and beyond. We offered 65 programs and certifications last year. That's a 44% increase from 2022. So the needs of the companies continue to grow. And I think it's important that we mention that we're not just serving Seneca County and Fostoria. That has grown to more of a regional center. We're now serving 45 different companies in 5 different counties. And we're doing a lot of customized training, and we couldn't do that without our partners, obviously, Terra, Northwest State, Custom Training Solutions, Vanguard. I mean, we just continue to grow those partnerships. But that is only going to grow this year, and I'll touch on that again in just a couple minutes. So we did some different things. I don't know, the Riding Around with Renee series. We did 6 videos. Full disclosure, I thought those were really stupid. I mean, I agreed to do it, but I'm like, this is going to go nowhere. It was wildly popular. And it amazed me. We really thought it would resonate with, like, you know, high schools, juniors, and seniors, and things like that. And it did. But I was surprised when I go to the bank and, you know, somebody in their 70s or 80s would come up and say, hey, I watched your video. And I'm like, okay, great. Not the audience I thought would be so intrigued, but fantastic. So, yeah, we had, between those 6 videos, millions of views on those.
That's unbelievable.
It really is. It really is. And it was amazing how many people that live in Seneca County, live in Fostoria, that drive past those companies every day, but didn't have a face to put to that company or really understand what they did there. So we're talking about how we can take that up a notch and maybe not have me in every video, but continue to highlight some of those companies. Were you going to say something? Oh, yeah. Some of the other services that we're doing. So as of January 1st, we did take over responsibilities and expanded our partnership with Seneca County for the grants writing. So this first quarter has been a lot of meetings and conversations, trying to establish needs and having people put a face to a name and some things like that. And that's going to continue because there are a lot of different townships and organizations to meet with. We've worked with your offices on capital budget requests, both in December and again in March and April for the Senate. Everything has been submitted there, so now we'll wait and see where that goes. We're also working closely with, like, the sheriff's office, and I know we've met with the judges, and I've been to some of the townships, and like I said, it's just ongoing.
Museum.
Yes, we were at the museum.
She was really excited that you were there.
Good.
Asked a lot of good questions.
Yes.
So,
Nope, I'm happy to do it. Like I said, I think there's a lot of opportunity there. It's just, let's kind of quantify those needs so then we know what we're going after. And then, of course, the Land Bank Administration. Our office continues to be the administrator for the Seneca County Land Bank. I think it's year 4 for that. We just submitted 2 grants on behalf of the Land Bank, the demolition and site revitalization, and the brownfield remediation. The demolition and site revitalization, we submitted 20 properties, and they are all over the county. We have some townships we're helping. We've got some of the villages, some of the properties that the commissioners own, just residential properties. It really ran the gamut. And then brownfield remediation, we submitted multiple properties there, but the big one is the former Vesuvius property in Bettsville. So that was included in that application. We're working on a 3rd application now on behalf of the Land Bank that we're going to tie to some potential residential housing construction. So in addition to that, we continue with the demolitions, the acquisitions, property sales through the Land Bank. These are all ongoing on a regular basis. So that's kind of where we are today. As we look at 2024 and where we see this going, the Learning Center, we are actively pursuing an expansion of our partnership with Vanguard Sentinel, and discussions are already underway there. This collaboration, it will be mutually beneficial. Vanguard will be able to reach some additional students by kind of traveling to the Fostoria area, and it will also help enhance the Learning Center with a pipeline to some of our current programs and certifications. So we're hoping that that continues to grow. Ideally, we'd like to be operational with that this fall, but timing is going to be critical. And then in response to our ongoing demand for housing, we are considering involving our organization in residential construction. So we're dipping our toe in that water. So that Tiffin, Seneca Economic Partnership, FEDC, the Land Bank, we're all kind of collaborating on a unique idea. So we'll see if we can get some funding for that and see where it goes. We're also exploring the potential of constructing another spec building. We have been in conversations with some property owners. We have done 3 now. We have filled all 3. And so why stop a good thing? So we may be doing industrial and residential. I don't know. I'm trying not to think too much about it. I might have to go on some medication. We do have a number of companies that are looking at expansions. So we're hoping we'll have some announcements coming out in the second and third quarters of 2024. We have a new manufacturing business coming to Fostoria. They hope to be completely operational in June. They are doing a formal announcement, the company in Jobs, Ohio, that will come out sometime later this month. So I will let them make that announcement. But at the end of the day, we couldn't do anything we do without our members and the support we get from the Seneca County Commissioners and the City of Fostoria and all of these different entities. And I hope that you're seeing the value in your investment in the organization. We continue to try and expand and grow and get creative and see what we can do and be of value to not only the county, but our local businesses and our members. And I truly believe that we're being impactful. I wouldn't be able to come to work every day if I didn't feel that way, but I'm happy to answer any questions or address any concerns that you have.
Good thing you're done, because they're kind of smoking.
Sorry.
So, just a couple thoughts. 4 years ago, you guys, I don't say, FEDC was not managing the Learning Center. You were not managing the Land Bank. You were not writing grants, taking care of grants for the, so you added some
Yes,
duties, which along with that has come some extra income.
yes.
And I think you've done a nice job of building your team, and we've done this in stages. I mean, sometimes you feel like you bit off a little more, but I think you're doing a really good job of controlling the growth, but yet keeping the foot on the gas pedal.
Thank you.
So with the Learning Center, as that continues to grow and get, you oversee that, right? And does it pay for itself in a way, or it will be with all these things keep coming in, and that creates a little bit of revenue for you, right?
Yes, yeah. So
Okay,
the Learning
are you
Center
at
itself,
break even there? or
it
you
is
got a little bit-
self-sustaining as it
is?
stands
It's just-
today.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
And
And you used to pay rent and all that too, which you moved into there now, right?
yeah, so all of our offices are housed at the Learning
Okay,
Center.
keep going, yeah.
And so the Learning Center is doing very well. The important thing to keep in mind with that is when we took on that project, we spent $3.8 million to renovate that building to make it the Learning Center. Day-to-day operations, it's doing great, but we.
You were there at the beginning, I forget this, but for the public.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, my second day on the job
Was
as a
right when it
part-time grants writer, so in 2012, my second day, they took me to a meeting to talk about this concept of a learning center. And at the time, I actually thought that's going nowhere, but I was wrong.
Okay, okay.
So, but we still have some of that initial debt to pay off. Once we pay off the last of that debt, the Learning Center, the sky is the limit for that organization. And no, long-term, I will not continue to manage the Learning Center.
You have somebody kind of doing programs and things, but
Yeah.
it still will fall under you.
Correct.
Yeah.
But education is a whole different
Yeah,
animal, and I struggle a little bit with education. It
You're an
moves-
economic development person.
Yes, education just moves differently, so.
Well, it's just awesome. I think it's great. Anything you guys want to?
Yeah, I just want to add that, so January 1st was, right, Ron?
Yep.
Okay.
And my wife cropped up here.
Your initial kickoff for working with Rancho County, but actually you grabbed some grants ahead of time. I mean, with, working with some groups and stuff before you even officially started. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
appreciate that, with,
Yeah.
with the Commission of Aging and help with that stuff. So, no, like I say, it's fantastic and looking forward to, moving down the road and stuff with, looking at things, through the county, township stuff and villages. So I appreciate your time and dedication.
For sure. Yeah, I think the other two will agree with me, but it just seems like any challenge we give you, just meet it or see that you knock it out of the park. You wear a lot of hats and just, we're super thankful to have you.
It's okay to say no once in a while.
I know,
Just not when we ask you.
I don't remember many times where you've said no, but I mean, anything we've done, you take it and just,
You're right, though. I mean,
you knock it out of the park, so we appreciate you.
Well, thank you, and like I said, we really appreciate you giving this continued support of our organizations and some of the things that we come up with.
Thank you.
Sometimes they're a little
Anything else? Anybody? They want to ask anything? Any comments?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Do another photo?
No, you need to do another photo. And I'm around, I'll stay till the end. You just sit there, Tony, it's okay.
Commissioner reports. Flip the coin.
Go ahead, William.
Who talks first? Got it.
Last Thursday, they had the ribbon cutting at Stumptown. What a fantastic turnout. If anybody gets a chance and have not been in there yet, it's really, they've done a great job moving everything from the old facility to the new facility, and a lot more room, and everything is laid out. There's a lot of boxes and stuff in the old one, so they've got everything, moved over there. And yeah, what a fantastic price, and Chris again, advertising, getting that out for the ribbon cutting, and really appreciate, wouldn't have probably happened as fast if it wasn't for, Bud Rutherford, and Maxie and his wife for donating the new facility and stuff on it. And, as I said that night, I said, if there's a pillar in the community, I mean that Bud sure has been, certainly in Grease Springs, through his teaching everybody and just being, part of the community stuff on it. So, great event that night. And then Saturday, following that was their official open house was Saturday, and so ran up there for an hour or so, and they had another great turnout for their official open house and stuff like that. And they've been moving since then, so they're doing a great job of keeping that open and with that. Sunday, we went down to the East Green for the concert there, and what a great crowd it was. Again, getting back to talking about the whole weekend. If being a farmer, you always look at the weather and stuff on that, but what a fantastic weekend, I tell you, because, one little tweak one way or the other could have made a huge difference and stuff on the events and stuff down there, but just amazing the way it worked out, temperature-wise and sun and everything. It was great. So, yeah, and then again, Monday, was down for the eclipse and the elopement eclipse, and again, another fantastic turnout, and it was just right, just a nice crowd, that people were on top of each other, there wasn't any scuffles, it was great. I mean, what a well orchestrated event and stuff with it. So, and then Tuesday, went up and looking at options for the generator for the EMS building at Bloomville, and that brings us up to today.
Good.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so last Thursday, we went out to the sheriff's office. We had some electeds out there, and then Bob Latta joined us. We were out there to check out and do a tour of the cell tower. So want to thank you to Chuck Boyer with the influx of people that we were possibly anticipating. I think we were one of the only counties in Ohio that had that, so that was to kind of broaden our communications and that sort of thing. But thanks to AT&T and FirstNet, that was nice for his foresight on that and just to be prepared for if things did get a little hairy. Also on Friday, we had our opioid task force. I see Mircha just walked in the room. Maybe I'll let you highlight on that a little bit, but had a meeting, didn't have it at our traditional location, the church where the community kitchen's going in. There's construction going on there, so we did have to move that location of that, but I'll save that for Mircha if he wants to discuss it. Obviously, I don't know if anybody knew or not, but there was an eclipse on Monday. Just thank you to our safety services, our EMS people, police, sheriff. I think the communication levels between the city, county, townships is very good. I know there was a lot of anxious people expecting double, triple the population. I think it was good that we prepared for the worst case scenario. I think things ran pretty smoothly, so just thanks to all those folks for working together, because there's a lot of planning that went into that. So I think things went pretty smooth for the most part. Also here Wednesday, we had a meeting here with Bradley Payne looking at some different things. So I'll let you kind of touch on that, Tony, since more your speed. Also, Commissioner Paradis and I went out to the cemetery that the county owns out back behind kind of the sheriff's. It's, what would you call it? County campus, would you say? Out there where the ancient burial is, but went out there, took a view of that, because I know Tom had some issues from the previous meeting, so we're kind of brainstorming on that, and wanted to get out there. This morning I had marketing committee for downtown, 2 o'clock today, we have a signing there to close on the AT building, and then also today we have a meeting with Brewer Garrett, maintenance agreement, and then just wanted to wish a happy birthday to my mother today, so that's all I have.
Most important thing.
Dinner tonight, Mom.
I really don't have anything to add other than thanks for holding everything together.
Oh, we never tuck it or
Have
Tony. We
a
got
successful knee replacement. I'm back, and yeah, it was good. So thank you everybody for holding the fort down. County Administrator report.
Just a couple of things, just a few reminders. There will be no meeting next Thursday, the 18th, as I will not be here. And then we are moving our April 25th meeting to a start time of 10:30 due to the legislative breakfast. I just feel like it would be best, because then you guys don't have to rush out and, 10:30, 10 o'clock.
Talk about anything that we did. We'll talk after we work on it, yeah.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
don't.
Sherry's working on that, so,
We just let
yeah.
Commissioner Shuck will be giving the presentation, so he's working with Sherry.
Yeah, so then, the other thing I want to remind you of is the first hearing, for the Raccoon Creek Ditch County, the county ditch, joint ditch with Sandusky County. That first hearing is, Wednesday, the 17th at 1 p.m. at the Sandusky County Engineer's Office.
That's live.
Yeah, we have to attend that. Someone has to attend that, but I will not be present,
I'll
so.
be there.
And I just wanted to make you aware that it was on the calendar. It's been a while since we've scheduled that. I did get some information from Brewer Garrett, in regards to the boilers and the chiller out at the sheriff's office. I have, the proposals. I haven't had a chance to read through them, but I was told that, if we can get these approved, they would like to have them approved by tomorrow, so I'm gonna work on that this afternoon. The lead time for the boilers is 10 weeks, and the lead time for the chiller is 32 weeks. So the sooner we get them, the sooner we get this approved and moved on, they can get them in, and so it actually works out perfectly with that schedule, because in 10 weeks, it'll be too warm for the boilers to be on, they can get those exchanged, and then,
So this is just within what we agreed.
yep,
So we agreed to spend X.
Right.
And now they're ordering the big stuff, so we have to.
yep, they just
We
want
have
us,
to-
they just want us to look through the proposal and approve the,
But the
that
money's
that they're
already
doing,
been
yep, everything's in place, they just want us to, this is
That
gonna
makes sense, Sean.
This is gonna be the process going
Big
through with
stuff.
these things. They're gonna send us a proposal that says this is what we are anticipating doing. We just want you to sign off on it so we know what we're getting. So,
Can you add a couple sentences for the public? expand on why we're doing the big things and
So so the biggest thing right now is it's a money savings because we are constantly putting money in, especially out at the sheriff's office, to keep their boilers and their chillers running. And I mean, that building was built in 1992. I believe the boiler and the chiller are original to that building.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're going to expend a little over $2 million on this energy project, but, you know, the payback that we're gonna get by the energy savings is gonna be tremendous for the county.
so in 15 years, we'll get the 2 million back in savings.
And it's not just boilers and chillers, it's lights and, you know, maybe some caulking of windows and, you know, the doorways and things like
Controls.
that, and controls and things like that. So we're moving forward, so.
Basically,
Did you allude to, I mean, we just say, well, it was just built, well, 1992, so.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah, you would
it's
figure
time
a lot
to-
of other
It's over,
things
yeah,
too,
it's well over 30 years old,
Exactly, it's time,
and, you
yeah,
know,
just to see if I
it's
can-
one of those where you kinda can't keep putting money into something that's not working
Band-Aid,
properly.
right, exactly, that's the whole thing, you just gotta.
Put a new
in a
jail-
in a nutshell, our buildings are gonna be in the best shape that they've probably ever been.
Yeah. So this is just an ongoing project that's probably gonna be a year or more in the making, so. That's all I've got.
Any old business, anybody?
Not old business, I had a question, or I guess an idea I wanted to bounce off Renee. As you're up there talking about housing and economic development and all that stuff, I got to thinking, like, if you look up in Sandusky or Columbus or other cities, when you see like these old warehouses or these old schools or these buildings that are no longer habited, with us having the housing shortage that we're having right now, I know there's been some people or groups that use some really creative solutions as far as, instead of paying to tear down those buildings, they condo them out, like the warehouse up in Sandusky or Smith Bread down in Columbus. I mean, if there's opportunities where maybe some of these buildings could be rehabbed or people could buy in to do condo units, not everybody always wants a traditional house with the white picket fence, but just kind of keep that in the back of your mind too. With the schools talking about restructuring, putting it all under one roof, we're gonna have empty buildings, so I mean, just something to kind of keep in mind if we can save some of these properties or rehab them, but have we done anything like that in the past, or?
I can say that in Fostoria, I know a couple of the old school buildings, we had people go through and look at them from that perspective. There were some issues. One, the price to, once you get in there, in some instances, it's cheaper just to start from scratch.
Okay.
But then a lot of times in some of those schools, they have been grandfathered in from like an ADA compliance and some things of that nature. And then once those schools close, that goes away.
Gotcha.
And so, again, I think it's going to depend on the building and the potential investors in that building. But I know the old St. Wendell School, they looked at doing that. And then I know there was a nursing home that looked at an old school building as potential residential housing, and the numbers just didn't pencil out.
Just a thought, just even you go to these downtowns and they repurpose an old building like that, something you
Anything else? Good.
that was all.
Good. Okay. Over new business, sub apps.
I have one sub-app, it's for the maintenance and repair fund, it's for contract services, or the contract project line, $550,000 for the box beams and paving projects that they're working on.
Move for passage.
A second?
Yeah, we have first and second, roll call?
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
On the resolutions then. The first one I have is appointing Anthony Paradiso to represent Seneca County Commissioners on the District Public Works Integrating Committee for Ohio Public Works Commission, OPWC District 16, expiring April 30th, 2027.
So move.
Second.
It's a 3-year term.
Okay.
Term or sentence?
Roll call?
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing the Seneca County Board of Commissioners to accept the bid of County Road 34, County Road 38 pavement widening resurfacing.
So move.
Second.
Okay. Discussion? Roll call?
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution for the appointment of special counsel for the Seneca County General Health District retroactive to March 28th, 2024. This is for special counsel for environmental law.
So move.
Second. Discussion. Roll call.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution for appointment of special counsel for the Seneca County General Health District retroactive to March 28th, 2024. This one is regarding public records law.
Motion to approve resolution?
I'll second.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing the Seneca County Board of Commissioners to enter into an agreement contract with Great Lake Demolition Company. Again, this is for the engineer's office.
So move.
Second, Commissioner Frank?
Okay. Roll call.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution appointing Anthony Paradiso to represent Seneca County Commissioners on the District Public Works Integrating, oh, we already did that one, sorry. Resolution authorizing a contract service agreement with Wyandotte County Board of Commissioners for the receipt, custody, and care of Wyandotte County juveniles on behalf of the Seneca County Youth Center for April 1st, 2024 through December 31st, 2024.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Okay. I thought we did this already, but we must not have.
For this one?
Yeah.
I think we did Crawford County.
That's what
We do different counties, and
Yeah, we did Crawford.
I think it was Crawford or Huron County. So,
Roll call.
Commissioner Franker,
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes. I appreciate you guys.
Resolution authorizing the Seneca County Board of Commissioners to enter into the 2024 participation agreement with County Risk Sharing Authority, or CORSA.
So move.
Second.
This is our property insurance
Correct.
for the entire county. We're in a consortium with 50 or 60 other counties.
I believe there's
58 or
yeah something like that. Can't remember.
And
Didn't they say we were one of the first ones? that we
Yes.
tried to?
and so we're just renewing that. So,
Yep, and it's a term of 3 years. So
and you go down, you're a representative.
Yep, I go down. I do the vote for if we
You
have
do
theirs
the
to vote.
energy, Palmer Energy, you go down there once in a while.
What's
John goes down for Palmer Energy. Yeah. Okay, good.
Our increase wasn't nearly as bad as a lot of other
Oh, no,
counties. Was
no.
5.4%?
Something like that. It wasn't. I mean, because it could have been 9. So
Okay. Hey, is this your second year doing this? Did you do this last year?
no, Jamie did this one.
Yeah, so you're
So,
good.
yep,
All right. Now you're experienced.
a little bit.
Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Franker,
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes.
Okay. Authorizing the First Amendment for Exhibit B Natural Gas Purchasing Program for the CCAO SC Energy Agreement with CCAO Service Corporation.
So move.
Second.
So electric, this is gas.
Correct.
Same thing, John.
Correct.
Gas.
Mhm.
Roll call.
Commissioner Franker,
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes. You're on a roll here.
Resolution authorizing the Seneca County Board of Commissioners to enter into an agreement contract with Telemon Construction Incorporated for the interior renovations for 40 Fair Lane and 541 West Market Street on behalf of the Seneca County Opportunity Center.
Motion.
Second.
Got a 1, 2.
No, we just gotta do every other here.
Good. I might sneak one in there.
Just to screw everything up.
Roll call.
Commissioner Franker,
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes. Good job.
Last resolution I have
This one
is,
says Mr. Kirchner.
oh, I'll correct it, sorry.
Lou's happy now.
Yeah, I will get that one corrected so you can sign. The last resolution I have is a resolution authorizing Lou Hurst, superintendent of the School of Opportunity, to sign any change orders for the interior renovations of 40 Fair Lane and 541 West Market Street.
So moved.
I'll second.
Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Chef?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradisa?
Help me out on this one. Not sure.
Correct those.
Correct.
Good catch. That's all I got.
Okay, nice job. Just a little housekeeping here. Okay, time for public comment. I see Marshall walk in. I'm gonna address you first, sir. If you have any questions, you just stop in. Would you like to say anything?
I do have a few.
Lee, you're on deck. Hi, welcome.
Very short. Can I do it from here?
Yes, yes.
I have three short updates. One, we have One Ohio Recovery informational session on April 22nd, NCOESC at 10 a.m. That's for any entity interested in applying for One Ohio funding. That grant application is due May 3rd. Again, we want all the agencies again interested in applying for funding pertaining to mental health and addiction. They should probably join that meeting.
Is that just for our county or all 8 counties?
They are doing 4 in-person sessions throughout the state of Ohio, and we are one of the 4.
Okay, so it could be from anywhere.
It can be from anywhere.
Okay, I did not know that. Okay, thank you.
So really excited about that. We have, last time I came here, I mentioned the Mary Recovery House in Seneca County. We're waiting for the permit. The permit has been approved. So we are actually taking applications as of Monday this week. So anybody looking for Mary Recovery housing opportunities should visit our website. The application is on our website. It's all electronically, and individuals can qualify for Mary Recovery housing plans. And that is a focus to Seneca County residents. And my last update, I wanted to leave you last, very exciting. We have started the foster care treatment project among our 4 counties a few years ago. Started in Sandusky County due to the high increase of foster care needs throughout the 4 counties. And yesterday, during the State of the State, Governor DeWine actually mentioned our 4 counties in his speech. So I'll read his quote, if that's okay. Quote, there's a great work going on right now in Northwest Ohio, where Seneca, Sandusky, Ottawa, and Wyandotte counties have partnered together to recruit foster parents specifically to help children with the most complex needs. Not only have they saved money, but they have also created an opportunity for children to remain in a home with a family. Representatives from those counties are with us here today in the gallery. Thank you for your innovative work, and I ask them to stand as well. So this is the project that we hear is going to be copied across the entire state of Ohio. As a director for the Mental Health Board, I think that was an incredible, simple idea. And that's why sometimes I feel at the state level they think it's too simple to even consider it until it becomes to fruition. And now they want to actually pilot this throughout the entire state of Ohio.
Did you go down?
I went down yesterday, but I had to conflict with the One Ohio Foundation. But Katie Oliver from Seneca County was present, as well as the Sandusky County DGFS Director Mel Allen, and Ottawa County and Wyandotte County.
Very, very nice.
Simple's good.
It was a little too simple at first.
Great job. Thanks. Okay, Mayor, hi.
Hey, how are you?
By the way, we talked about STEMtown. I saw you were over there.
Yeah,
The mayor was over with Green Springs Mayor. That was really nice.
it was really nice.
Yeah.
And then everything was put together very well, and they took a lot of care to get that put together.
That was real nice you went over there, so. Floor is yours.
So I got a letter from the World Federation of Hemophilia. Their local representative, Alyssa Fouts, is asking us, as you know, Tiffin and Seneca County, to participate in their light up the color red on the 17th for recognizing the World Hemophilia Day. So I got a nice letter here explaining all about that. They're trying to light up all the landmarks with reds to just raise awareness for this hemophilia disease. So I'm just
And I think we've marked for you what the form is, so if you can get that to her, the official form to do.
So you'd like our formal support, and then we'd like to light the courthouse, right?
yes.
Okay, so that's where you talk about.
Yeah, there's an application for the cupola lighting that will need to be filled out, and I don't believe there'll be a problem with it, but there's a formal application
I didn't know if she would have enough time because the 17th is next Wednesday.
We can get on it right.
Yeah, if I can get it back in the next couple of days, I just have to get approval from one judge.
Hey, John runs the lights, so we're.
Yeah, John runs the lights, so.
So that's why I rushed over here to try to make the end of the meeting.
Yeah, first I heard of it, I don't know about
Yep.
you.
We just got it this morning,
Oh,
so.
okay.
So we just got it, so right.
I'm still 3 weeks back, so we're.
I'm glad to see you're back.
Yeah,
It also takes Tony an hour and a half, watch 60 minutes.
yeah, so might be 2 weeks, so I get the week,
Planning.
so I get a week caught up. It takes me 2 weeks to do a week, so I'm never caught up. Right. Thank you, thanks for coming, but love it. Anybody else? Public comment, left to right, going once, Ben?
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Ben Nutter, Wind Waste Innovations. I come here on behalf of over 100 local employees at the Wind Waste Innovations Seneca County landfill. And I want to make a few comments as it relates to you passing resolutions for special counsel for the Seneca County General Health District. You know, I know we don't get a say in how the almost $7 million in state and local, taxes we pay. As a company, we don't get a say in where that is spent, but we wanted to bring to your attention some things that we don't agree with, and we think these state and local fees and levy funding that the health department receives could be spent in a more productive way. Recently the Toledo Blade came out with a op-ed editorial that calls the Seneca County General Health District Godfather tactics as it relates to our facility. You're aware that we have an excellent environmental and operational record since we've taken over that facility. We've fixed the issues. We continue to invest, over $100 million in that facility alone. Just so that and we've had 238 inspections from 21 to 24 by the Health Board and the Ohio EPA with no enforcement actions. We've invested nearly $100 million to make that site one of the best in the country. No one else has the type of emissions reducing infrastructure that we have in our H2S system. Nobody else does that. We spend over $16 million a year with the local Ohio businesses as a company. The funding could and should go to community for things that would benefit residents is being used for more lawyers. Because you all want to highlight administrative violations from months before or things that in the eyes of the Ohio EPA aren't violations at all. How many lawyers has the board gone through? How many firings of late? This is getting out of control and you are supporting it to the detriment of your constituents. We are still investing in the site and make it better and better every day. Even though the health board has tried to interfere and put out a press release every time there's an alleged violation, and in reality, we are monitoring air hundreds of thousands of times per year. We were inspected for air 12 times last year when the average is every other year. We were inspected for surface water 9 times last year when the average is every 3 to 5 years. We were inspected for groundwater 3 times last year when the average is once every 3 to 5 years. We are safe. This lawsuit is another frivolous effort to make noise in the media because you all know we are safe, and that is to the detriment of the people of Seneca County and the residents we serve. And our employees need to protect ourselves. We go to work every day protecting the environment, and it's important that we're treated like every other company, especially one that invests. I'm glad economic development is here today. A company that invests as much money, time, effort, and energy as we do in that facility to make it one of the best in the country, that right here in Fostoria, Ohio. So, I've been asked by our company to make sure that you're aware of those things, and we're proud of the work that we do out there, and we continue to work hard to protect the environment. Any questions?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Good. Anybody else? Going once. It's not the right time.
Just add an hour to it.
So, no meeting next week.
Nope.
10:30, 30 to the following week. Okay? Thank you, everybody. Meeting